Now you're ready to start your lab notebook. So get your lab notebook out. At the top, label the chemical bonds. This is the name of the lab. Put your name. And then put your beginning question in. And the beginning question is, what are the properties of ionic compounds and covalent compounds? So what you're going to do is discover today what makes an ionic compound and covalent compound. Once you've got that written down, there are some terms we need to follow or to define. The first term is solubility. What does solubility mean? It means the ability to dissolve or dissociate, which means water molecules can surround it. Electrolyte. We haven't defined electrolyte. An electrolyte is something that can conduct electricity when dissolved. And non-electrolytes do not conduct electricity. So underneath where you've written in your lab note beginning question, define these three words. Alright, now we're ready to go ahead and start our procedure. This is going to be a step-by-step process. Alright, step 1. You're going to use the chemical formula provided to determine whether each of the 6 compounds listed in the data table are metals or non-metals, and therefore are they ionic or covalent. Okay, what does that look like? Well, if you look at, and this is going to be a little different from what yours looks like, but if you look at the back, you've got a data sheet, and on that data sheet you have 8 different compounds. You're going to look at it, and based on what you know about ionic and covalent compounds, is it ionic or covalent just simply by looking at the chemical formula and chemical name. Okay? So, first you're going to ID in the data table and you'll ionic, covalent, ionic, la 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 la. Okay? Step 2. You're going to take a piece of aluminum foil. Now you may need several pieces just because I've given you more than I used to give. So actually let's just plan on having 2 pieces. And let's draw a grid on each. And you'll need to come up to the lab station. But before you do that, let's label the 8 compounds. So one of them is sodium chloride. One of them is sucrose, table sugar. One of them is palmitic acid, C16H22O2, and calcium chloride, CaCl2. Then on a second square, calcium carbonate, stearic acid, C18H36O2, benzoic acid, C7H6O2, and Epsom salts, MgSO4. Okay, so 2 pieces of aluminum foil, cut them or divide them into 4 sections and label each one with one of our compounds. Step 3, you're going to put a small amount of your compound. So step 3, you're going to put a little bit, about the size of your little pinky fingernail, into each square. Okay? So if this is my pinky fingernail, I want a little pile about that much. Okay? Step 4, you're going to record on the data table, what does it look like? What color is it? What do the grains look like? Are they crystalline? Are they flat? Are they waxy? Do they sparkle? Write down a few words that describe the substance. Step 5, you're going to take your piece of aluminum foil and you're going to set it on a ring stand. In the ring stand, the ring will be underneath the aluminum foil. Extend down. And then you have a candle. You're going to light the candle and hold it under each section for 1 minute. Okay? And you're going to time it. So you'll need a timer. And I want to know, how long does it take to melt? Now, if you have held it there for 1 minute and it hasn't melted, guess what? It's not going to melt. So you'll write not melting. Otherwise, if it melts within 10 seconds, write 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. But record that into your data table. How long did it take to melt? Well, 1 minute would be not. 10 seconds, so on and so forth. Okay? Step 6, you have got a well plate. And it has little wells. You're going to put the 6 compounds into the data table. Okay, so whatever order, for instance, the first one is NaCl, say. Make sure you've got it labeled so that my suggestion would be to take a look at your back page and maybe set it on that and go off of that. You're going to, step 7, you're going to put a few crystals. Now, a few crystals. So you're going to take your scupula, and you're not going to put a whole fingernail full. You're just going to put a few crystals or flakes into the well plate. You're going to then, step 8, you're going to add water. So that it's half full. And you're going to stir with a toothpick. Okay? Step 9, you're going to test conductivity. For conductivity, we have some very basic conductivity meters. You're going to take an electrode, and there's one of 2 different kinds. So I'm going to draw both. The first kind has a battery on it, and it has some lights on it with 2 little prongs that stick down. Put those in so they're under the water, and you're going to look for the light to light up. Which light lights up will tell you how much it conducts. The second one is one that is attached to a little plastic ruler, and it has 2 electrodes that are attached to wires, and one of those wires goes to a little Christmas light bulb, and there's a battery, and the other wire, and if that light bulb lights up, that tells you it conducts electricity. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and it may light up just a little bit, and then you can say somewhat conducts electricity or conducts it stronger. When you're all done with this, we'll clean up. For cleanup, all the substances on the foil go in the trash. The well plates need to be rinsed out. And left out on a piece of paper towel for the next group. Then you can start working on answering the questions. We'll go over that in class. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.